I was also Aunt Gayle. I mean, Aunt Gayle is my future. Why not dress up as her? Hi there, Michelle here, also known as Fancy Dinosaur Tea Party, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over past Halloween costumes. I have to say probably 25% Halloween costumes and then 75% cosplays that I've done for Comic-Cons and fan expos and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a mix. It's Halloween week. I need to do some Halloween content. I've tried to do as much as possible during Halloween. The one thing that I was not able to do was paint the Christmas villages. I ran out of time. I ran out of time because it got away from me, and then like I wanted to do this project, and then I started making cardigans, and then my sister wanted a frog purse. I'll just save them and do them next year. I have content for next October. I'm actually going to start off with the beginning and then move towards like now. So the first costume was Barbara from Beetlejuice, and I actually made the masks out of paper mache, and I made both masks. I made his and hers. Where those masks are now, I don't know. I wish I still had them. They were made out of flour, water, and newspaper, so I don't know how almost 10 years how they've fared. I just don't know where they are. And then I did actually find a really cute dress that was like the floral dress. I cannot put it on anymore. It is way too small. I don't know how I fit into it back then, but I don't anymore. These probably took me a week or two to make. I don't really remember. I did not go anywhere with it. If anything, my mom just took what I had made and just used it as Halloween decoration. They just sat on the porch. Just letting y'all know, I don't have a social life, and I did not have one before all of this happened. I don't socialize ever. I don't like going to parties. I went to one party. It was a Halloween party. I knew no one there. I mean, except for the people who invited me. I left early. Also, no one got my costume, but anywho, we'll get to that. I'm uncomfortable in social situations, so I don't go to Halloween parties. Just don't enjoy it. So anywho, after that rant, go on to the next outfit. The next one is actually the Halloween costume that I wore to that party that I left abruptly because nobody knew who I was, and I was Topsy the Elephant. Specifically Topsy the Elephant from Bob's Burgers that Tina wore. For that, all I did was go to Walmart and I think about a men's like, you know, jumpsuit or whatever, just like jogging pants and the matching top for it, and then I replicated what they did, and all they did was I think they just used like a headband, cut out some like paper ears, and then taped toilet paper rolls together and painted them gray. That was what she had in the thing, so I think I was pretty accurate. Also, Topsy the Elephant is the main reason why I do not like Thomas Edison. Anywho, next up I was Tina from Bob's Burgers. I've been Tina quite a few times, and I mean at the time my hair was a lot shorter. This is probably the longest I've ever had my hair. Usually when it gets to this length I'm just like chop it all off, but I'm gonna see how long I can go before I chop it all off. So for Tina, I think I bought a blue shirt from Michael's. I got a skirt, I believe it was from Forever 21. It was on sale. It was blue. And then I got some like high knee socks. They did not have the high knee socks with the red ribbon around it, so I ended up taking the sock and stretching it over a giant pickle jar and then painting it, and then that way when I took the sock off, the paint would be fine, if that makes sense, because if like, you know, you paint it while the sock is flat, once you stretch it out over your calf, it's gonna like stretch out, so that's why I did that. And then I also was volunteering at Kojiko at the time. I'm still volunteering for Kojiko. It's your TV night right now. But anyways, I was volunteering for them at a Comic-Con, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the green blazer that Tina wore in one of the episodes. And then for the glasses, in the crazy times of the early 2010s, everyone wanted to wear glasses. Everyone wanted to wear those fake hipster glasses, so they would sell glasses, fake glasses with plastic in them, and they were everywhere. That was my Tina, and I've done Tina several times. Now, there are going to be a few costumes that I am omitting from this video because I'm actually doing a separate video for those, so you'll have to wait for my next video for those costumes. Keeping on with the Bob's Burgers theme, I was also Aunt Gayle. I mean, Aunt Gayle is my future. Why not dress up as her? So I thrifted a purple shirt, and I also thrifted it was a really long green skirt, and what I did was I just cut it and hemmed it so it was a little bit shorter, and I found a white fanny pack at, what was it? I think it was the St. Catherine's Flea Market of all places, and I think it was like $10. And then for the glasses, because her glasses are very specific that I couldn't just, you know, buy fake glasses, hers were more like rounded shapes, so I ended up taking a pair of my grandpa's old glasses. He kept like every single pair of his glasses that he's like ever owned, and I just punched out the lenses and then I just painted the frames blue. That was that, and then I just had my hair back. Super, super simple. Again, this was for a Comic-Con. The next costume I had was 11 from Stranger Things. Remember when everyone was 11 from Stranger Things? Anywho, for this look, I actually did this look several times, and the first time I actually found a dress. It was a pink dress, and I think it was at Plato's Closet, and then I just added like a white collar underneath it, and then I thrifted a navy blue jacket. I also wore white Vans, and then I did the same thing where I painted the colors of her socks on some white tube socks. Again, I just put it over a giant jar and painted it on. It worked. And then I got a blonde wig. I am the worst with wigs. The worst with wigs. Because I'll buy them and then I don't take care of them, and then they turn into a god-awful mess. And then I ended up buying a box of waffles to go with it, and then I got obsessed with waffles. And then I just ate waffles all the time. I am that kind of person that if I see people eating a certain type of food on TV, I'm like, I need that. I need to eat that right now, or I need to make that, or I need to buy it, whatever. I need that food. Two foods in particular are Leslie eating waffles on Parks and Rec. Every time I see it, I need waffles. And the second one is the fried chicken episode on Community. Every time I watch that, I'm like, I need fried chicken right now. Moving on, another costume I was the log lady from Twin Peaks. I will admit I only watched a season and a half because I got real bored and then I stopped watching it. But I was the log lady, and I didn't have a small enough log, so I just took this gigantic log. This was actually for a Halloween episode on the show that I work on called Galaxy North Show, and that you can literally only watch it if you live in Niagara and have Kojiko. But yeah, I was the log lady. I was Sabrina the Teenage Witch from the new series. Again, I watched the first 2 seasons. Great, entertaining. 3rd season, when they turned it into a musical, I'm out. I'm out of here. I'm done watching. But her outfits, honestly, were just super simple. It was just black turtleneck and a mini skirt, plaid mini skirt, both I thrifted. Funny enough, the black turtleneck that I bought for it is actually 100% cashmere, and I didn't know that when I bought it because I don't think I would have bought it because of, you know, you have to wash cashmere separately and delicately and like a certain way so you don't ruin it. It's really soft and I still wear it to this day. Yeah, so this is the other wig that I destroyed. If I had a nickel for every time I destroyed a blonde wig, I'd have 2 nickels. That's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I need to take better care of wigs, but also, like, I just don't wear wigs. There's gonna come a day when I'm gonna need another blonde wig, and I'm just gonna have to buy another one. I had bought this blonde wig thinking I was gonna take care of it better than the last one. I didn't take care of it, and I don't know where it is right now. I think it's in a bag, crumpled up in my storage unit. Hopefully I just start taking care of the things that I buy. Next up was just for me personally, just to post on Instagram, and I dressed up as Sigourney Weaver posing with a pumpkin. Not a lot of you are probably going to get that reference, but I thought it was hilarious, and all I did was thrift actually, I think I owned the red turtleneck, but it was thrifted, and then I did thrift this blazer, which I think I only wore for this shoot, and then I forgot about it. And then I think I donated it again because it just didn't fit right. And then I'm getting into last year's costumes. These were just like some quick ones that I threw together. First, I was Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. I love Over the Garden Wall so much. I've already watched it a few times this year. Probably gonna rewatch it today because I'm thinking about it and I really love it. Also, the soundtrack for it. I love the soundtrack for it. Like the song Potatoes and Molasses. Whenever it comes on in my car, I just sing it because it's just so catchy. If you have not watched that show, definitely check it out, as well as check out the soundtrack because it's amazing. For this one, what I ended up doing was I found a black poncho. I cut it, and then inside I bought some red material, and then I just pinned it, sewed it up, and added some fake brass buttons. And then for the hat, I tried to be a little bit more modern and I just knitted myself a red hat. That's it. Where that is now, I've taken all the buttons off, I've taken the red thing off, and then I think I gave the cape to my mom and I think she gave it to the outdoor cats, so they're sleeping on it now. A lot of these costumes have been dismantled, done away with, either redonated or they're part of my closet now. I don't know where half this stuff is anymore. And then the very last one was my Coraline cosplay that I did last year. Unfortunately, I did it so close to Halloween that blue wigs were not a thing anymore, so that's why I don't have blue hair. You will recognize the sweater from one of my previous DIY videos that I did last year when I made the Coraline sweater, and for this look, all I did was, again, wear the Coraline sweater. I put a black beret on because it was the only black hats that I had, and then I used my red satchel bag along with my yellow raincoat. That's that, essentially. Those are all my previous costumes. When I do cosplay and make costumes and stuff like that, I try to pick characters that their outfits I can just reincorporate back into my own wardrobe, so I'm not like spending money that I don't need to spend, where if I'm spending money and then I can just take those items and bring them back into my wardrobe, I'm quite happy with. I think that will do it for this video. If you're new to my channel and you like sewing, crafting, but mainly thrifting, why not subscribe? You can also follow me on my Instagram, which is Fancy Dinosaur Tea Party. I think that is it, so y'all have a good day now.